a distinctive atmosphere or quality that seems to surround and be generated by a person, thing, or place. A word that for better or for worse has plagued the internet. And while it is mostly a meme, aura is actually a completely important part in marketing yourself as an artist. There is no other artist that has utilized aura better than Playboi Carti. In this video, I will be going over the evolution of Carti's aura, and if you stick around to the end, I will go over the pros and cons of being mysterious as an artist and what you can learn from it.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Playboi Carti wasn't always so mysterious. Back when he was in his not mysterious era, or as some fans call it, his Cash Carti era, he would drop music semi-regularly, and his whole personality was fun but still laid back. From 2015 to 2018, he would do a relatively normal amount of press for a rapper at that time. He was featured on 88 Rising, The Fader, Big Boy TV, and many other big platforms. Like plenty of rappers, the more popular you get, the less press you end up doing. But Carti took this to a whole new level once he released one of the most influential rap albums in the past decade, A Lot of Red. First met with mixed reviews, this album once performed live showed that it stood the test of time, as Carti couldn't perform it until around a year after release due to COVID, but the live shows completely encapsulated the energy of the album, with crazy strobe lighting at every drop and lots of red in the lights. I guess you could say there was a whole lot of it. Lighting is everything when it comes to live shows, and right below the actual music, it is another pivotal part of getting the crowd energized. There is just something so satisfying to an audience member about a bunch of lights almost giving you a seizure right at the drop. The entire album had a very punk rock and kind of demonic vibe to it. Joy Division was actually a big part in creating this aesthetic, as he started working with Carti as a creative consultant to help transition Carti into a new era. Contrary to a few years ago, Carti was not very active in the press at all. All I could find was him doing one interview for Rolling Stone and going live a few times on Instagram to preview the album and once it dropped. I've said this before, but fashion is such a big part into displaying your personality as an artist, and Carti's fashion during the shows consisted mostly of dark designer clothing, further playing into the mysterious character. This dark era, in my opinion, started during his Donda listening party experience, where he was styled by Burberry Airy. Airy is one of Carti's and the Opium label's stylists, and is a staple in the creation of the Opium aesthetic. In its simplest form, the Opium aesthetic is one of darker colors and themes. Like I said earlier, for Carti, it was more of a sort of punk rock and a little almost demonic kind of aesthetic. This aesthetic really helps to match the anonymity of Carti's brand. The Opium look can be for another video, like not mine, because there are already so many other videos about this out there. So let's get back to Sir Cartier. Everyone thought this dude couldn't get more mysterious, but then he scammed his fans out of a tour, which I still don't think they got their money back. This is a thing Carti likes to do. I'll get to that. But then Utopia drops, and we hear the school dance DJ's golden child, Fiend. I remember listening to this song, and my friends were like, yo, Carti's on Fiend, that new Travis song. And I'm listening to it, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's the guy saying Fiend. And then I hear this deep voice, and I'm like, who is this guy? And lo and behold, it was Jordan Terrell Carter himself. An important thing to think about when presenting yourself as an artist is everything affects everything. If you wear dark clothes, your music should be dark, and if your music is dark, your voice should be dark. Dark can be a broad term, but I think you see my point when using Carti as an example. This deep voice was not only the start of a new, darker Carti era, but also a possible new project rollout. This rollout really, in my opinion, started with deep voice on Feed. Usually the first sign of a new era for an artist is a sound, visuals, or both. And for Carti, it was just his sound, at first. Besides one Instagram post and some stories, the 2024 music video was really the start visually for this new album rollout. While the Whole Lotta Red album had some bright colors that still helped to encapsulate Carti's style like red, music, the rumored name for Carti's new album, seems to have more of a black and white style, especially with the promotional material
New Carti dropping tonight!
And potential cover for the album. With the 2024 music video, it further solidified that this is the case. With Carti an all-black designer as well as painted nails, which is a bold choice, but you go girl. The video was a pretty typical music video for a rapper. He obviously didn't watch my 3-step music video, but it was fun. And that was what the song was too. It was definitely an unexpected laid-back switch from what we heard in Whole Lotta Red, but it was good. His deep voice was also featured here. He dropped a few more music videos on YouTube and Instagram. These all follow darker themes of production and visuals as well. Carti has also continued to do festivals since these releases and has performed these songs. He even performed Feed at the Grammys. And absolutely nothing bad happened after the Grammys because Playboi Carti is a very generous rapper who always shows love to the fans and would never scam them out of a concert ticket or $2 million in a Ferrari. All of these events, the rollouts, the albums, the fashion, the concerts, the scamming, affect Carti's overall brand and, well, aura. But what can you learn from Carti's choices to present himself? Well, that's where the final chapter of this video comes in. Let's go over the pros and cons of being a mysterious artist. Pros. Carti has has the freedom to, for lack of a better word, be lazy. He had his time where he was in the public eye and dropped semi-frequently. Now that he has done that, he has built up the mysterious act to where the fans are used to it and can respect it, as his discography and influence outweigh the need for constant dropping. Sort of like quality over quantity, although Carti kind of takes it to another level. Another pro is that when he does release, marketing is a lot easier. Contrary to other artists who constantly post 15-second edits of them singing their song, or little short-form vlog life updates with everything they do, for Carti, posting less really just builds his mysterious personality and is on brand. Most of the work is getting pressed to post about his releases, which is most likely something someone in his team does. Now for the cons. First, there is the risk of potential overhype. If you really are a quality over quantity artist, you have to uphold that value. This means you have a lot more pressure to drop something great, or at least better than your last project. With an artist who is constantly active on social media and drops more music, they have a lot more chances to mess up. Like, Carti hasn't dropped since 2020. If his next project isn't good, fans are going to be very disappointed. Like, what were you doing these 4 years, bruh? Whereas if DDG dropped his 18th version of I'm Geekin', they'd be like, whatever, that's DDG. Another con is that you will miss out on lots of opportunities that come with staying on brand. This is definitely depending on the lifestyle you want as an artist, but I mean, look at Snoop Dogg. That dude just does whatever because he's marketed himself as an overall entertaining and charismatic personality. Don't get me wrong, Carti is entertaining, but would you see him doing funny commentary on the Olympics or a Tostitos commercial with Martha Stewart? I mean, I'm sure Carti gets some offers like this, but he most likely declines due to them not matching the brand of his artistry. Like I said though, this may be a pro for some artists, as plenty are just focused on the art and not the other interesting opportunities that come with it. Here is the main caveat for having mysterious aura. It will be extremely hard to start your career with it. Unless you have a good amount of money or a luck, the best route is to build a fan base and a solid discography, and if you think being mysterious is the right route for you, fade into that after you have already proven yourself as a good artist. There are also varying levels of mysterious aura, like Yeet, who often stays under the radar but still drops semi-frequently and puts lots of effort into the creative side of his projects, especially his most recent one. I made a video about that, by the way. To add to this, there are also rappers that are the complete opposite of Carti, who are completely charismatic, funny, active on social media, and do very well. I'll make a video about the opposite aura if you guys are interested. At the end of the day, as an artist, it should be up to you how you put yourself out there. Carti's mysterious method is definitely one proven to work by both him and other artists, but it requires lots of hard work and proving yourself over and over again before you can transition into a more laid-back approach to your music and marketing. But that's just me. I want to know what you guys think. Is mysterious the way to go, or does it get annoying as a fan? Let me know your opinions below. And also, wow, thank you guys so much for over 1,000 subscribers. The response to these videos is so unexpected for really only starting to post long-form videos less than 2 months ago. I got COVID right now, so sorry if my voice is a little weird, but wow, yes, thank you so much for over 1,000 subscribers. With that being said, I got a lot more content coming, so thanks for watching and keep evolving.